everybody, welcome back to Cider Valley Farms. In today's video, we will be doing a farm tour. So this is our big silo. When we used to have cows, we used to, before we started bagging, because now we do our silage in bags, but we stored all our silage in this silo. This was the corn silage silo, and we have 3 other silos that we stored silage in. So I did this video because I was bored and I wanted to see what the top of the silo looked like. So I thought instead of putting music over this, I would do a voiceover. So this farm that the silo is on that we're flying over right now used to be Donnie Rickard's farm, which is our cousin. So the farm below that I just showed a couple seconds ago was our original farm in my family. But this farm was owned by him, and he went bankrupt and then passed away, so we bought the farm. So the reason we bought the farm is because our land intertwined, and it would be terrible to have 2 people's lands, and some of you don't know. So those white antennas that you see on top of the farm the silo is internet. We have a guy that put internet on top of our silo. That's for us and other people. So I just liked flying around here. I don't know why. I thought it was cool. I always wanted to see what it was like at the top of the silo because I never climbed it. And I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool. This silo was a pain in the butt because it had a bottom unloader, so it always froze up, and we always ended up having to go in and dig out all the silage and all this. So this is our Red Show Road here. That's what we call it because it leads up to top where we call the bags, because that is what we had, where we had the bags, and I almost crashed my drone. But we have this out of red shale because it's our most used driveway, so we wanted it to be hard so we could so we wouldn't sink in when it got muddy. Because it's packed down pretty good because it had tandem axle haylage wagons going over it a million times a year. So now the reason we have all our hay wagons out is because we were cleaning out the barn to our right where we usually keep them, so that's why we have a lot of equipment up here. We usually don't keep anything out, but there's our new trailer. Now that white tube that you see to the left is what we call the bags. You can see inside of it is haylage, but that orange piece of equipment that we had back there is a bagger, and you put haylage in it, and it bags all of the haylage into a nice tube, and then it ferments, and then you can feed it. So you can see all the cows running down there. I don't know why they're running there. I always do stupid stuff. Cows, that's just what they do. So we're looking at our barn right now. The main part, the taller part, from the beginning to the silo is our cow barn. It's where we had our stall barn. Sorry, and that's where we kept the heifers and sick cows. And the long barn on the end is our free stall, 155 foot. That's where we had our dairy cows. And the lean-to with the 3 windows in it, to the right of us, right there, that we're flying over now, is our milking parlor. That's where we milked all of them. So they walked in from the barn into the milking parlor. And the front part, see the part that the tin looked pretty rough, is the original part of the barn that was there when Great Grampy built it. This is our neighbor's land right now. They do all wrapped round bales for silage. And the gray house is the old farmhouse that my cousin now lives in. We have around 35 heifers right now. Because we sold our milk cows 2 years ago, which is a video on my channel. I still have. It's very green out right now. I took this video at the beginning of the year. Right now that I'm recording is at the end of the year. And it's awful dark and gray and snowy out. There's one of the haylage silos that we had. You could see a pigeon flying out of it. These are not usable anymore. They're pretty rough. Now the cement one would be usable, but these we're planning to tear down in the next 3 to 5 years. That gray house on top of the hill there, and the yellow house that we're about to see coming up right past these pine trees are our 2 rent houses. We have 2 rentals that we rent out. And this field right here, the pond, we call it the schoolhouse pond because there actually used to be a 1-room schoolhouse there, and it burnt down. And my dad actually sat on top of the barn roof and watched it burn. Because he was too little to go up, and his grandfather didn't want him to go up there. So. You can see to the left is a really, really wet part in our lawn. I don't know why, there must be a spring there or something, but you can see me in the side by side with my cousin. I'm the one flying the drone. So yeah, that reminds me of how long ago this was that we took this. Way, way, way at the beginning of the year. So now I thought it would be cool to follow myself with the drone while I'm driving, so I believe that's what I do next. This house so jerky on the throttle is, it's like a snowmobile throttle where you got to give it a little gas and it kicks into gear. So but it's weird looking back at this because brush hogged and all that stuff is outside, and we have that all parked inside right now. Our white truck, I guess where we keep the mower. We have a Case IH 1988. I could be wrong, but 3088 on that, which is around 80-90 horsepower. And in 2012. Pretty new. New Holland Momax 7330 disc spine. See our fertilizer spreader, our International 350, our seeder is on the left and the back there, on the side, which is I forget how big. It's a pretty big seeder. We actually had to pull it out of that door sideways because it's so big that it won't fit in. You can't just back it in. And this is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. It's not much of a farm tour. I just had this footage I wanted to make a video out of that I fly around with, so I hope you'd enjoy it, and till next time, talk to you later.